getting back in the iron. Samanga back in business, completes the lineup, and they sent on their way. Back in business, slightly slow to begin, but nothing serious. Lulu's Boy was the first to get rolling here. On the outside, Southern Skies as looping runners to go up there in the early stages. Ode to the Ocean is third with Mo Jive. Behind that one, Back in Business. Tanganga is caught wide in these early stages, and behind that is Dave the King, who's at the tail end of the field and about 7 lengths off the leader. The race down towards the 800-meter markets. Lulu's Boy the leader. Southern Skies has got up into second. Mo Jive is third. Then Ode to the Ocean in fourth with Back in Business along there inside. Tanganga races one from the back, and Dave the King is waiting patiently at the back, racing 6 lengths off the leader. They turn into the home straight. They've got 500 to go. Lulu's Boy the leader. Mo Jive down the inside. Southern Skies, Dave the King, and Back in Business. They taking off together from the back end of the field. Then came Ode to the Ocean behind that, Tanganga. 300 meters to go. Southern Skies picks up the lead down the center. Dave the King. Along the inside is Mo Jive. Running on towards the outside is Back in Business. But Dave the King comes up to Southern Skies now. It's Southern Skies, Dave the King, and Back in Business. But Dave the King makes a good debut performance here in Highveld and wins it from Southern Skies. Back in Business third. Then came Mo Jive. Behind that, Lulu's Boy and Ode to the Ocean, and Tanganga. In partnership here with Gary Player and to the Ralphs Racing Pty Limited. Actually, I was on holiday with the Ralphses in the Drakensberg last week, and all they could talk about was Dave the King's debut run on the Highveld. Next week, well, that's happened, and they've won it. Well done, Lindsay. Well done to Catherine, and well done to the entire team of Mike de Kock, Craig Zaki, deputised for Richard Fourie here, and Dave the King is home in race number 2.
Well, number 1, Dave the King's come through to win this afternoon for the Mike de Kock stable. Nice training effort up from Cape Town, off 80 days, and in the winner's box here. And it is the Mr. Nestat, Gary Player, and Ralph's Racing. I see Toff's on course here to represent Ralph's, and bred by Gary Player and ridden by our recent Group 1 winning jockey, Craig Zaki. Craig, classy horse. You obviously weren't too worried about going to the front. You believed you had something under you.
Yeah, Lau. Obviously, he was always going to need it, but he just had to bring his best form, and he was going to be the horse they all had to beat. I would have probably liked to be a length or two closer, but I knew the pace was going to be on, and so it was. And he was actually quite comfortable just checking them all. And the first thing I said back when I got back was, if Erling Haaland was a horse, this fella here best describes him. He's big, athletic, and yeah, he's got an amazing turn of foot and some good speed under him. So I think there's a lot of fun to come with him. I liked a lot about this win, and he's having a good blow. So all positive going forward with him.
Good, well then, lovely start. Can you give us 1 or 2 going forward that you think might be in the winner's box, hopefully?
Laguna Verde is a lucky package. You know, he'll beat the best on his day, and once in a blue moon, he'll run average in an average field. But I think today sort of looks to go his way. I think he must have a big chance. And my yard later on in the last 4 years, I liked a bit, but she ended up being a late scratching. So after that, I'm just hoping for the best.
Well done.
Thanks. Just well done to Mr. Kock, Alson. I didn't know much about this horse, so all credit to them. Great training feat. To Mr. Rolls and his family, thank you for the opportunity. To Mr. Player, Mr. Nestat, great bunch of guys involved, so all credits to them, and to my sponsors, Marits Team Wochenbosschrift. Thank you.
Thanks, Craig. That's Craig Zaki. And here, speaking of Group 1 winners, Mike de Kock. In fact, I remember in the interview on Saturday, I said to Mike, you've got lots of Group 1s. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think you've got about 135. Someone sent that to me.
Yeah, something like that.
That is phenomenal. But what a lovely Saturday for you, Mary, for everyone, and a nice start today.
Yeah, it was a fantastic day, and huge for the sponsors and everything. The good coverage. Great for everybody, and yeah, a nice win today. He's a horse that I believe is a Guineas horse, and I like the way today's race set up. Wasn't the plan to sit at the back of the field, but just to relax him wherever he's comfortable, and it's set up well. I think he's definitely there's no problem at a mile with this horse. In fact, I think the further he goes, the better. I think Craig rode a nice, calculated, cool, calm race. And just fantastic for the guys. You know, Larry and Lindsay are two great mates of mine, and Larry's been a fantastic supporter of the stable. Lindsay has been a fantastic supporter of the game. Mr. Player, I think, bred it. Very, very grateful for them for the chance. I know. I'm sure there was great debate moving the horse, but anyway, I'm glad he is where he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well done, and you know, a really nice partnership, and I hope we're going to have a lot of luck with this horse. I think he's a decent horse.
I know when you say that we need to take seriously. And the last one you told me was decent were Hawam and of course the great. I'm getting to it. I'll get to it in a second. But I wanted to ask you a quick question before.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
You know what? I'm getting way ahead of myself, Mike. The two coming up, Little Mary Sunshine, and we got Beat Gown from a bit of a wide draw. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Little Mary's in a very tough handicap, I think, although she's got a sort of bottom weight. I like the course for her. Beat It Gown, just, you know, she's just got no luck with draws. I like this 1,000 on the turn for her, but, you know, if she had a nice single figure where you could be there for nothing, a low figure, you're there for nothing, I'd actually make her worth a bet today, but I think she's going to need to get lucky from where she is.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, cheers.
Lovely having Mike on course. Toffer's here to represent the owners, and prestigious owners indeed you've got representing. It's nice to hear Mike say that he thinks this horse is decent.
Yeah, he showed us quite a bit as an early horse, won his first two over 12. And the form was there for everyone to see, and not dully delivered, but we learned quite a bit. He settled in behind them, and he finished the race really nicely. We can't complain.
I'm glad you're on course here this afternoon. Anything else you've got?
Just one more in the fourth, Sir Michael. But just want to say congrats to Larry, Lindsay, Gary Player, and Kath. We look to the KZN season now, and hopefully he can just keep improving.
Could be exciting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Toff. Now, of course, we're not forgetting the groom here. And let's make sure I get this pronounced right here. Luandiso. Please come in here, Luandiso. Well done to you. You look after this horse, and Mike de Kock just said now this horse is good.
Yes, but I want to say well done to me and well done to Mike de Kock. Well done to Beckenham, the stable, all the grooms. You look after this death of the king. I want to say well done, and well done to World Beat Sport for you sponsor the groom, the 1.5. Thank you very much.
If this horse goes to Durban, will you go with it?
Yes, I'm cool.
Lovely. Well, we will be watching you. Thank you so much. Here's 1,500 Rand from World Sports Betting. Thank you so much, and enjoyed that race indeed. Nice form line could be on the way there. The numbers you need, it was 1, 6, 2 and 5. As I said, pretty much a form result. Thanks, World Sports Betting, and well done to all concerned. The horse I was trying to think of with Mike was Desert Miracle. I went absolutely blank. Desert Miracle and Hawaii were the last two he told me were decent, so let's see how that goes. Race 3, pick 6, coming up next.